Hey, you guys know who it is. It's the credit doctor, Angelo McCutcheon, coming to you with another quick video on the credit repair process. Now, listen, I just want to give you guys an update on what's been going on. I've been filing with our clients. I've been filing a lot of those identity theft and or more so those data breaches forms, right? Which the Federal Trade Commission says that every American should be filing those forms, whether you're a victim of identity theft or whether you're a victim of data breaches. Now, data breaches is when companies like TransUnion, Equifax, Experian, Target, Federal Express, with major companies where hackers have went in and hacked their system and stole millions, usually millions of Americans' identity, right? Whether it be their name, address, social security number, date of birth, things like that, and then they sell it on the dark web. So this has been going on, of course, for years, but more so now than ever. There was a report that came out that says just about every American has had their information stolen at one time or another. And again, whether it was their social, whether it was their date of birth, whether it was their name, their address. And so these hackers, now when they hack into these systems, TransUnion, Equifax, Experian, any other company, they're just not taking this information and sitting on it. They're selling that information, right? They're selling it to people on the dark web, right? They're selling to these black marketplaces where people buy your information and then use it. They just ain't selling it, and they just ain't buying it not to do nothing with it. Eventually, they are using it. Now, they're using it to create fake accounts, whether it be credit cards, whether it be light bills, whether it be charge cards, whether it be Amazon accounts, or whatever. They create these fake accounts with your information that they stole or that they brought on the dark web because of these data breaches. And then, they purchase stuff, get stuff, and of course they're not going to pay the bill. And so it's months later when it starts showing up on your credit report. Now, most people don't check their credit report ever, let alone once a year, right? And so it could be sitting on there. By the time you find out, it could be a year, 2 years later that you see accounts showing up on your credit report. Or you go to purchase a house and they point that out and you say, hey, I never had that account, right? So hackers are creating these fake accounts, stealing your identity, creating these fake accounts. Or the other thing that most people are not aware of, they make changes to your existing accounts. So you may have some legitimate credit cards, but hackers got your information, telephone number, things like that. And they will call up, let's say Capital One, and say, hey, I want to close this account. Or I want to get an extension, or I want to reduce my credit limit. So there's a number of things that they can do before you know it. You look on your credit report and it's a legitimate account, but it's been closed. Or it says you owe a certain amount because they were able to change certain things about your account. So those things happen as well. I've had a client where his identity, was stolen, through hackers hacking into a system. Evidently, we come to find out, and he tried to close, like his light bill. I think it was his light or energy bill, something like that, to go to another place, which he told them to close it. And then, guess what? He finds out a year later when he gets a bill from the old place where he used to live saying you owe X amount of dollars. And he's like, wait a minute, how I owe X amount of dollars when I told you guys to close that account a year ago? And I already got the new lights on in my, or energy, whatever, in my new place. So how's it that you didn't close that account? And of course, they're going to assume that, no, you did it. It was still in your name, this and that. So hackers are able to do things like that as well. That is why the Federal Trade Commission is saying everybody should be filling out a identity theft or a data breach form, identity theft form, which you can go to identitytheft.gov and fill that out so that you have that on record. And of course, once you fill out that form, you could then use that to get some of these inaccurate accounts deleted from your credit report just because of that. Now, TransUnion, Equifax, Experian, all of them all three of them have had hackers steal millions of Americans' information over the years. I think TransUnion was in 2015, Experience 2021, Equifax 2017, right? They sold millions of their Americans' information. So these hackers stealing with these data breaches, stealing information, creating fake accounts, or changing existing accounts, making changes to your existing accounts, have affected, according to the Federal Trade Commission, millions of Americans' credit reports have been affected by that. And so they said you have the right, to fill out that form, send it to the credit bureau, say, hey, look at those accounts that were affected, say, hey, we need to get this, blocked or deleted from my credit report. Now, I'll say all that to say this, that we've been using that method over the last 30 days, 30 plus, well, I'll say close to 30, maybe 45 days. We've been using that method with our clients, right? We've had our clients fill out that federal, that identity theft form. We send out dispute letters on their behalf. And guess what? We're now starting to see the results. Because we usually give them 30 days to respond, even though they're supposed to delete it within 4 days after they get it. But we give them 30 days to respond. And guess what? Some of our clients have already told me I've had all my negative items wiped out. Another one said I've had 6 items wiped out, 3 items wiped out because of this. My credit score has gone up 100 points, 30 points, 70 points. So we're starting to see results. This is really becoming effective on behalf of our clients. Now, you got to make sure you send out the right type of dispute letter to go with that form so that they know exactly what you're disputing and what you want removed and or blocked from your credit report because of these identity theft breaches. And so if you feel that you've been a victim of identity theft, or you want to be able to fill out that data breach form and you need to get some things removed from your credit report, well, I wanted to wait to see how successful we were going to be to let you guys know that, yes, you could reach out to us because we have been successful in getting items removed. Sign up for our credit repair services. And let's get this thing going. Let's get things moving. I know you plan on purchasing a house going into 2025, moving into a better neighborhood, getting a new car. Let's start working on your credit now. Reach out to me. Let's give you a free over-the-phone credit repair consultation. All right, we can do that. It's up to you. Make the call. This is the Credit Doctor saying you guys stay blessed. Whatever you do, stay blessed. But what's even more important is that you are a blessing. And with that, we say have a blessed day.